Hey everyone, and welcome back. We're diving deep into something a little different today.
Ooh, different how?
Saving. I know it's not the most, exciting thing to talk about.
But it's important.
Oh, absolutely it is. But sometimes it feels like a chore, right?
Yeah.
But remember that feeling when I finally saved up enough to get that vintage record player?
Uh-huh.
I was like
I remember you talking about that, yeah.
obsessed with it.
Yeah.
I had to have it, and it took forever to save up, but
The feeling is so worth it.
oh, it was amazing. And
Oh.
that's what we're going to try and dig into today, like how to make saving work for you, especially if you're not working with a ton of money.
Makes sense.
We've got some excerpts from this awesome guide on saving strategies.
How cool.
I think it'll be super helpful.
Yeah, saving is like one of those things everyone knows they should do.
Right.
But actually doing it consistently,
It's hard.
it is. And this guide has some really practical advice.
I'm excited to get into it.
Me too. And speaking of that feeling you were talking about with the record player, the source we're looking at today really emphasizes that saving isn't just about being responsible. It's about
Yeah.
actively creating the future you want.
I love okay, so let's unpack this a bit.
Yeah.
The source talks about how even small amounts saved can create a safety net.
Right.
Love that idea.
Yeah, that's essential. Just having that cushion.
Exactly. Like what if the car breaks down or
Exactly. Or, unexpected medical expense.
don't even get me started.
Yeah, those things happen, and it's so much less stressful when you're prepared.
Right, but it goes beyond just the emergency fund idea too, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's just the foundation.
Right.
It's about overall financial security,
Mhm.
knowing you can handle whatever life throws your way.
Okay, so it's like peace of mind, really.
Exactly. But here's where it gets really interesting.
Okay, I'm listening.
The source highlights compound interest.
Oh, yeah.
I used to think it was like this super boring financial term.
Like, who even understands?
Right, but when you actually see how even small amounts grow, like exponentially over time,
Yeah.
it's mind-blowing.
Okay, so compound interest is like our secret weapon.
Totally. It's like magic. Your money is working for you even while you sleep.
I like the sound of that.
And that's why even small, consistent savings can really add up over time. It's not just about surviving, it's about building wealth, even if you're starting small.
And that's possible for anyone, right?
It really is. It's all about consistency and making it a habit.
Okay, so think about it. What's a future expense you'd love to cover without stress?
Ooh, good question.
Down payment on a house, maybe?
That's a big one.
Or a dream vacation?
Oh, yeah, a trip to Bali or something.
Yes. Or even early retirement. Wouldn't that be
Her
amazing?
ultimate goal. Or
Just relax and enjoy life.
Exactly. And the source dives into some really practical techniques for making saving a habit even on a tight budget.
Okay, so what kind of stuff are we talking
It
about?
was a whole list, but I know you had some favorites from the guide.
Oh yeah, definitely pay yourself first. It's a classic for a reason.
I love that one.
It's almost like tricking yourself into saving
How so?
because you're making it a priority right off the bat, before you even think about spending.
So you're setting aside that savings amount right when you get paid.
Exactly. It's not even about the money itself. It's a whole mindset shift.
Totally. You're telling yourself that your future is important.
Right, and that it's worth investing in.
Exactly. And another technique I really like is the 24-hour rule.
Oh yeah, that's a good one.
It's so helpful for avoiding those impulse purchases.
Like that thing you see online and you're like, I need it.
Yes. And then the next day you're like, why did I even want that?
Exactly. So this rule helps you pause before you buy.
Exactly. It's like a cooling off period for your brain.
So how did that actually work?
Well, let's say you see something you want, you're tempted.
That new gadget or
Yeah,
better-
exactly. Instead of buying it right away, you just wait 24 hours.
Oh, so you're not saying you can't have it. You're just saying wait a day.
Exactly. And in that time you think about it, do you really need it? Can you afford it? Is it worth it?
That's smart.
And a lot of times you'll find that after 24 hours, the urge to buy has passed.
Oh, interesting. So it's like a little mind trick.
It is. It taps into a bit of behavioral economics without getting too jargony.
Right.
But basically, it forces you to consider if you really want something or if it's just a fleeting desire.
I like that a lot.
And it can save you a ton of money in the long run.
Okay, so that's pay yourself first and the 24-hour rule. Any other tips from the guide?
Oh, there are tons. But one that really resonated with me was about the power of small changes.
Okay, what do you mean?
Well, the source gave this great example of packing lunch even just twice a week instead of buying it.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I'm terrible at that.
It's so easy to fall into the trap of convenience, right?
Totally. It's just so much easier to grab something on the go.
But think about it. If you spend, let's say, $10 on lunch each time, that's a saving of $20 per week just by packing your lunch twice.
Oh, wow. I didn't think of it like that.
And over a year, that's over $1,000.
That's insane.
It really highlights how small, consistent changes can have a massive impact on your savings.
Okay, you've convinced me I'm packing my lunch from now on.
Awesome. And to really pinpoint where those changes can happen, tracking your spending is crucial, you know?
Oh, yeah, I've heard of that, but it seems kind of tedious.
It can be, but it doesn't have to be complicated. There are apps and spreadsheets that make it super easy.
Okay, so like what should we be tracking?
Everything.
Yeah.
Literally every dollar that comes in and goes out.
Oh, wow.
I know it sounds like a lot, but trust me, it's worth it. I really like the tracking template the source provides. It's a visual way to see where your money is going.
Okay, so you can see like where you're spending the most.
Exactly. You might be surprised at how much you're spending on things like coffee or eating out.
Yeah, probably.
And once you see it in black and white, it's easier to make adjustments.
So you're not saying you have to cut out all the fun stuff.
Yeah.
Just be more mindful.
That's the key. It's about finding a balance between enjoying life and saving for the future.
And speaking of the future, we can't talk about saving without mentioning the mobile savings revolution, right?
Oh, absolutely. That's a whole other world of possibilities.
Okay, so I've heard of M-Pesa,
Yes. M-Pesa is amazing.
but I don't fully understand how it works.
Yeah.
Can you explain it to me like I'm 5?
Sure. Imagine this. You have a cell phone, but no bank account.
Okay, got it.
M-Pesa lets you turn your phone into a virtual wallet.
Whoa, really?
Yep. You can send, receive, and save money all through your phone.
So it's like having a bank in your pocket.
Exactly. And it's super secure.
That's amazing the source mentions. It's a game changer, especially in places where traditional banking is limited.
Absolutely. It's opened up financial access for millions of people.
What I find really interesting is that a lot of people prefer it for saving compared to traditional methods.
That's right. It's just so much more convenient.
You can transfer money easily.
Yeah, and there are even built-in reminders to help you stay on track with your savings goals.
Oh, so it's like having a little personal finance assistant in your phone.
Exactly. And it's not just about storing money either. The source points out that these platforms often offer financial education tools and resources.
Oh, cool. So you can learn about budgeting investing.
All of that. It's like they're not just helping you save, they're teaching you how to manage money better overall.
So it's empowering people to take control of their finances.
Precisely. And that's what it's all about, right?
Totally. So what does this all mean for our listeners?
Well, it means that consistent saving is possible no matter your income.
Yeah, and it's not just about emergencies. It's about gaining control of your financial future and designing the life you want.
I love that. It's about having choices and options.
Right, and that feeling of security knowing you can handle whatever comes your way.
Absolutely. And you know, with all these new technologies and tools available, saving has never been easier.
It's so true. If you're listening and thinking, okay, I want to start saving, but I don't know where to begin.
I've got a challenge for you.
I love a good challenge.
If access to technology could change your saving habits, what one small tech-powered change could you try this week?
That's a great question.
Could it be setting up an automatic transfer to your savings account?
Super easy to do with most banks.
Or downloading a budgeting app to track your spending?
There are tons of free ones out there.
The point is to take that first step. Even a small one can make a big difference in the long run.
Absolutely. And remember, it's not about being perfect. It's about progress.
So don't be afraid to experiment and find what works best for you.
And most importantly, celebrate your successes no matter how small they may seem.
So cheers to a brighter financial future for all of us.
Cheers.
And until next time, happy saving, everyone.
See you later.